the More to Move You sales event at Team Mazda. You can get 0% financing for 72 months on a new Mazda CX-50 or get $2,000 customer cash on a new Mazda CX-5. You choose your vehicle and the savings are yours at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
Let's see where that little dirty elf is today. I haven't seen him in the studio anywhere.
Dirty elf.
Oh, I didn't look at the Christmas tree.
Holding an ornament, no less.
I will be darned, in the Christmas tree.
Wow, what a tease. We're going to find out the next Jingle All the Way giveaway item today. Supposedly that elf knows. Oh, well, you just give it.
Oh.
No, that's good. Come back and join us to find out what they're giving away, because I truly don't know what they're giving away.
I like that.
The
Yesterday, the
faceplates.
yoga thing, 6 months of yoga, that's about $800.
Yeah. How did you feel after that?
I felt sore a little bit, and we didn't do a lot.
We sure didn't.
And I've done yoga one time, and I was sweating at the end of the yoga. It wasn't hot yoga. I was just, the most enjoyable time I did with that first yoga I did years ago was when you lay on the back and they put soft music on and they come and put a cold towel on your eyes that smells like peppermint.
Yes. Puts you right to sleep.
And then they kick you. Get up, I got the next class.
So how do we do some of that in here? That would make us zen after all of the chaos of the year.
Well, I was listening to Homeboy over here yesterday, and he said, wash the car today if you want. Well, wash the car.
Okay.
And within 2 minutes of leaving Benny's, I went through a puddle left over from earlier rain and splashed mud on the side of my car.
Yeah.
You gotta wait till the roads are dry.
I know, you didn't say that part.
Why? Because that's
implied?
like common sense, right?
Nothing. I don't have common sense, as Matt would tell you.
Actually, no. If you check tape, I definitely said yesterday at some point, wait till the grounds are dry. I know I did. I know I said that.
He jumped the gun because he was so excited.
Listen to every
You never listen.
No, I know. I don't watch the
He
show.
did listen this morning. You were saying it was 0 degrees
Celsius. Or centigrade. I don't know why that's. What's
Either
the difference?
or. You got it.
And it was zero centigrade for our math class today. Is our weather class is 32
degrees Fahrenheit.
And that's the only thing I know. I don't know what the boiling temperature of water is in centigrade or whatever.
100. Well, because you know what, and that's why a lot of different countries use the metric system. We're only one of the only ones that doesn't. It actually simplifies things. 100 is easier than 212.
Well, you would
0 is easier than 32. We like to complicate things here.
These arbitrary numbers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do tell.
Yes. There's a whole funny SNL skit about it with Nick Bargatze. Hilarious if you get a chance to watch that. Maybe watch that while you're staying cold on the covers today.
I mean, it's going to be a really cold start, guys, but we're going to hopefully warm up to around 60. I don't know, is 60 warm? It's better than we were doing yesterday. Let's get a live look out there. You know, I'm going to tell you something. The weather's just, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's been very hard to predict the past couple days. Yesterday, we were supposed to get some sunshine. We did, but we got like a drop of it. We're supposed to get some sunshine today, but it's not looking good. We're mostly cloudy right now, and we're going to cloud up again later in the day, so I'm wondering if the window's going to slam shut once again on that. We are supposed to get a mixture of sun and clouds, but as you know, this ain't an exact science, though. 35 degrees right now, on our way to high temperatures near 60 in the afternoon. 48 degrees, that was all we made it up to yesterday, and again, that's what happened when we didn't really have that much sunshine to really heat things up. Super cooled moon is going to be high in the sky. Now, we'll be able to start to see it tonight, but it really does peak Thursday evening. That'll be the last moon, full moon, and the last supermoon of the year, of course, now that we are in the month of December. 35 also Macomb, 37 Hammond, and New Orleans checking in right now at 42 on our way to high temperatures again in the upper 50s to low 60s. We're not seeing anything on our radar, but we don't really see that much more as we look beyond that off to the south and west. But what we do have is an area of low pressure, a developing area of low pressure that's going to move all the moisture you see here and cling to the coastline over the next couple of days. That's going to really pump up our rain chances on Thursday and again on Friday. Today you won't need the rain gear. The graph model wants to take us to 63. I'm definitely a skeptic of that. Maybe we get to about 60. That'll be about it. As for the timing of the precipitation, it looks like after midnight, so this is 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, we'll start to bring rain in. Not expecting anything severe, by the way, but definitely a couple of heavy downpours, especially what they're showing down to the south. That could be some really heavy rain down there. But again, not expecting much in the way of thunderstorm activity. Maybe we catch a little bit of a break on Thursday afternoon, and then we keep the clock moving going into Friday. And there you see Friday, it looks like, is going to be a wet afternoon as well. There's the developing low that we were talking about, really hugging the coastline. And again, it shows it looking very taxing, but most of what you see here is going to be in the form of rain. Maybe we'll hear a couple of rumbles of thunder. under Thursday into Friday. But again, nothing severe. And right now, we don't have any flood watches, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that is going to stay the case. But we could see the rain really pile up over the next several days. A general 2 to 4 inches is expected across a big part of the viewing area. That's going to be Thursday, Friday, adding up a little bit of Saturday with a rain chance there. There you see for today, I'm calling for a mixture of sun and clouds. I don't feel so great about it, I'll tell you that. Tonight's not going to be anywhere nearly as cold. We'll get down to the upper 40s, stall it out right there. Now we'll introduce a very slight chance of rain before midnight, but really it looks like the rain's going to hold off till after midnight. So the morning commute today was okay, but the morning commute tomorrow is definitely going to be on the wet side. 90% Thursday, 70% Friday. Finally, by the time we get to Saturday night into Sunday, the weather pattern stables, it settles down, and it dries out as well. It is now 7:08. Hopefully the roads have been cooperating. So far, so good?
So far, so good. We're definitely doing a little bit better on Airline Highway. I'll show you that in a second. All right, here's our Jubin camera facing range. So we really don't start to see brake lights on I-12 until you get on the interstate here at Jubin and start to make your way toward Pete's Highway, and then we start to see a little brake light action before you make it to Pete's Highway. Our drive times coming in from Gonzales are absolutely fine. 16 minutes. We're up to 28 minutes, which is usual for 7 o'clock in the morning from Denham, measured from Jubin to the 1012, and then another 4 or 5 minutes to the downtown area. Not bad at all. Great news on Airline Highway. Airline at Winborn, all lanes are open northbound following about an hour-long delay because we had a crash with injuries at right there at Winborn, and it never really backed up more than the overpass at Greenville Springs Road. But northbound on Airline Highway at Winborn, all lanes are open. 7:09, you're watching WAFB 9 News Now. It's our streaming platform where we're developing more and more free programming for you to download and watch it live. A lot of programming you won't be able to see on TV. Liz goes next with some headlines.
(7:10) is your time on this Wednesday morning. We're keeping our eyes on a number of stories that's kind of intersecting from our local to state and our national headlines. When it comes to the National Guard and its deployment in Louisiana, well, you'll remember back in September, Governor Jeff Landry requested that federal funding come in to bring in about 1,000 Guardsmen troops to be deployed across Louisiana. Now, the National Guard says it's not received any orders or funding to do so. On Monday, the governor said that he's actually unsure about the number of troops that'll be sent out across the state. Now, we're also hearing the same message from local council members in East Baton Rouge Parish, along with congressional leaders. They're saying that they have not heard any direction of where we're going next here in terms of this. We're supposed to get that timeline by the end of this month. Could that change? We've reached out to Louisiana State Police, EBRSO, BRPD. All of our questions were redirected to the governor's office, in which we have not received an answer. As we keep our eyes on this, we will let you know. We're also keeping our eyes on another story at the Education Department here in the state. They're trying to figure out how to get ahead of AI deepfakes. With artificial intelligence constantly getting smarter, they're trying to get ahead of the issue by figuring out ways to combat it. So with the simple prompt, AI can generate a deepfake here. And so our state lawmakers are trying to figure out a way to stop that from happening. Could they interject and have first responders be able to catch them before that prompt is even in that system. Well, they also want to consult with students to figure out ways to prevent this from happening. That panel is set to make recommendations, or students are set to make their recommendations as well to those lawmakers before the next session next March. Still a lot of conversations need to happen in order to make this solution happen. We'll keep our eyes on that as the Board of Regents continues to brainstorm those matters. Well, it's back to the drawing board for the East Baton Rouge Metro Council. They're continuing to talk about budget proposals after the Thrive EBR vote failed last month. Today, they're meeting here after a zoning meeting at 4 o'clock at council chambers. Now, the council members will hear presentations from various departments to talk about how those budget cuts will impact them. Today, we're expecting to hear from the city constable's office, including the parish library system, along with the Spanish Town Parade. That's just a few of the list of different agencies that'll be there at the meeting today. If you'd like to listen in, again, that's happening at 4 p.m. at council chambers at City Hall. If you live in Central, you know that there is now a new online platform for you to submit work orders. If you have any issues with public requests, or perhaps you need to get a permit online, AppGovWell is the website to go to. We've been talking about this for a week now because the city leaders want you to know that there are some easy resources, not only for residents, but also city employees to file that on. If you go to this story on the 9 News app, we have that link waiting for you where you can submit it, take a photo, explain that issue, and then wait for that to get addressed. The good thing about this virtual platform is that you can track where your work order is in real time. Again, that's waiting for you on the 9 News app. You know, with the holidays coming around, we all love the holiday lights and setting up for Christmas, but there are a slew of dangers that come around with it, right? If you're putting up those holiday lights on the house and on the roof, or perhaps you have a space heater too close to that tree, or maybe that tree is too dry, there are a number of dangers that are in the house that are lurking around the holiday season. That's why Matt Venezia was live with East Baton Rouge EMS to kind of tell folks about what to look out for as you start decorating for the holidays. He's got some helpful tips from EMS and our first responders, also what to avoid as you start getting ready for Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, if you'd like to help make that happen for a child in Baker, today, the Baker Fire Department and Police Department are asking you to donate some new and gently used toys. They're hosting that Christmas toy drive at the Walmart on Plank Road, so if you'd like to make a difference, drop a toy by there today.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Now, why is this thing, that's creepy. And he's staring at me.
Bad
He
behavior,
found his way
that's what
over
it
to you.
did. The elf is always watching, Johnny.
That's right.
You gotta
Everything you
behave.
do.
See, he's gonna turn around and face you
Not
next.
everything, right?
I hope not.
Toyotathon has arrived at Team Toyota. Don't miss your opportunity to get our lowest prices of the year with our lowest payments of the year during our biggest sale of the year. Save thousands on every new Toyota right now during Toyotathon at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.